Hi, this is I Know Everything. People have been asking me, you know, what happened to you, man? Kind of just fell off the planet. Well, I didn't really just fall off the planet. I've I've been through some things lately. I have moved from Wyoming to Saratoga, Wyoming to California, and then I came to Kansas. But I came here to Kansas to help a friend out, and my friend he's in prison, and so he asked me to help his girlfriend, and I came here to help his girlfriend, Shelly Mendoza, in Downs, Kansas. She turned out to be insane, totally insane. I mean, she was sleeping with a lot of people behind my friend's back, and once she realized that I had figured it, all her BS out, she got mad. I came here. I was told I'd get paid for helping on the ranch and taking care of the animals, but I didn't. I was buying all the food, and not only was I buying the food, I was cooking the food. And it went from I don't expect you to cook till one day she came home from work and she's like pissed off because there was no food ready. Well, it's not my job to cook for you. You're an adult, and you're not my girlfriend, so I came here to help you, not to provide for you. But with that said, um, bad things happened. I called her out on it and said, "Look, I've been working here for a month, and I'm taking care of your horses, your dogs. I'm cleaning your house. I'm washing your clothes. I'm vacuuming your carpets. I'm cleaning up after your dog's poop. I'm cooking dinner for you every night." And she said, "Well, I'm not paying you for any of that." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. But I still have bills to pay." And I never got a penny. Not one penny was ever handed to me. And one day she comes home from work, and she thinks that she can just grab me around my throat and try to choke me. But the the hardest part was not hitting her, because I was being attacked in a way that was pretty serious. It wasn't around my neck, it was around my throat. So literally she was trying to hurt me, but I didn't hit her. She pushed me down several times. Okay. She backed me into a corner. Um, she grabbed my phone when I was trying to call the police to come in, moderate the situation. She threw my phone 3 times across the room. Um, the cops came. I'm glad they did, but they came. Um, I wasn't pleasant to the cops because I don't trust cops. But in the end, when I decided to, listen, and I don't listen to cops very much, but I did listen this time, and because of it, they put me in a motel. They gave me food, and they knew my situation, and they really genuinely tried to help me. So my outlook on the police are a little bit different here than they are in California, because California, I've dealt with so many bogus charges. It is ridiculous. But being here, where I am now, I don't have any bogus charges, and all I've been offered is help by the authorities. I know we're from the government. We're here to help. Yeah, it's the scariest statement you're ever gonna hear. But I I didn't just give in right away. I resisted for a good 35, 45 minutes. I actually put that cop through hell, resisting all of his demands and telling him, that I don't have to comply because I have not committed a crime. And he said, yeah, you haven't. And he's all, let me see your ID. I'm like, no, I don't have to. Have I committed a crime? He's like, no. Okay, well then I don't have to show you my ID. In fact, I can kick you out of my room. I could tell you to leave, and you can't come in here. He's like, that's true, but give me your ID. I'm like, why? Why do you want my ID? So you can run me for warrants? And he's like, yeah, so I can run you for warrants because I want to help you. And if you don't have warrants, then I want to put you in a motel. I'm like, yeah, right. I've been offered help before, and it's never ended up to turn out to what I was expecting. But you know what? It really did happen this time. And so um, he ran my ID. Once I handed him my wallet, I'm like, here's my wallet. I have nothing to hide. Just check it, run it. I really don't give a crap at this time. And so he did. He's like, okay, now I can help you because I can see you're clear. Well, no duh. I told you that. But he just wanted to know for himself, make sure I'm not gonna, harm him, I suppose. And he brought me to this place. Um, but backing up a little bit, I put my clothes. I had like 3 bags of clothes. I put them in the back of the cop car, and I'm like, "Want me to get in with the back of my clothes, or the back of your cop car with my clothes?" He's all, "No. I want you to sit up front, man. You can sit up front with me." I'm like, "What? Okay." So, I sat in the front of his cop car, and he drove me about 12 miles, and we were talking. He took me to a pastor's house. The pastor bought me a room for the night. The pastor also bought me some food the next day. But other than the food part, go backing up a little bit because that was many hours later. But I came to this place, this motel, and within 1 hour of being here, I ended up being asked by the manager or the owner if I want to be the manager of this motel. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time trusting people right now. He's okay. We'll just think about it. Um, and I did. The next morning, he asked me again, "Hey, do you want to be the manager of my motel? I can't manage a motel, but I know how to buy them." I'm like, "Oh, okay. So you really do need help." Well, over time talking to him, I've been here for about almost 2 months now. I've learned that he's very intelligent. He's very smart. He's a good friend, but he just doesn't have the management skills. He can't manage. Well, I can manage. I've had my own business in the past, but I can manage. I've managed many different businesses. BP, AMPM, Jiffy Lube, Midas. I've managed quite a few companies. The thing is, though, that I am the manager here now. I have access to every room. I have the master key, but I'm not on payroll. I don't get paid, and that's okay. What I do have though is a room. I have food. I have cable. I have heat. I have a refrigerator. I have a bed. I have everything at no cost in exchange for simply answering the phone when someone calls and booking a room. I'm not getting paid for it. I don't get paid. I don't have a paycheck. I don't get paid for it. But that's okay. And the reason why it's okay is because I've made money in the past, and all money does is cause problems. So all my needs are met. Um, it's just weird. I didn't expect this because I came here for one night with the intention to go back to California, but here I am in Kansas still, and I don't want to leave. I'm not going to. I'm not going to, and I don't make any money. I don't make money, but I don't have any needs or wants because all of those things are being met. Um, prior 2 weeks prior to the situation that happened, I did I did pray. I prayed to God, please help me. I don't know what I'm doing and why I'm here. I came here to try to better my life. And all this happened is that I've helped someone. I've done the jobs that nobody else wants to do before her. Obviously, I didn't know why, because she's crazy. Well, now I know. But now that I just kind of went with what was going on, and I took the suggestions from the officer to just give me a chance. I'm not here to hurt you. Well, I I'm not officer friendly. I've been abused by cops for no reason in the past. I've had my shoulders dislocated. I've been battered and abused by cops for no reason in California. So, coming to Kansas, a new place I've never been before in my life, I I finally just gave in and said, "Look, I've got to leave here, and if you're willing to help me get out of here, then um, that's fine." You know, the worst that can happen is that in a day or two, when I can't pay for the motel, I'll be on the street freezing my ass off because it's pretty damn cold in Kansas. But maybe I can get back to California. I don't know. We'll see. I can always hitchhike or something. I don't know. But anyways, that didn't happen. I came here and now now I run the place for free. For free. Uh, you know, sometimes your needs can be met in ways that you don't understand, and it's not about making money because what does money do? You buy, material things, simplistic things. But when you have food, when you have a place to stay, a bed, a warm room, as opposed to being outside in the freezing cold weather, uh, why can that be a wrong thing to consider? How can that go wrong? It can't. I mean, selfish acts and selfish wants are different, and that's where the money comes in. But I don't care about the money. I care about being consistent and solid and safe, and I've met all of those needs in many different ways. And I enjoy all of my encounters with every guest that comes in here. I have input, I have say, I have the ability to give feedback. We have, what we call it a war room where we bounce ideas off each other, me and the owner. Um, it's everything that I could want without the money. I'm basically an intern, but all my needs are met. And I have no complaints. I'm happy because it's just me here. I have no friends, I have no family here. I have me. I'm my own friend and my own family. But, well, the owner's my friend. He's my family too. In fact, his son is my nephew because he calls me uncle. What more can a person want? We have to think a little more simplistic. It's it's not always what we want that we need, but we just sometimes just don't think about that. But I tell you what, I've gone through a lot. Over the last several years when I started this channel and a page on Facebook and a couple of groups and stuff, I was married. I had my own business. I was making good money. I'm not making any money right now. But look at me. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I'm the happiest that I've ever been. I'm the most content I've ever been. And you can be too if you just stop, be quiet, be still, and listen. Sound familiar? Well, if not, then, think about it. Because that's really what it's about. And we've been told this all along for a very long time. I enjoy where I'm at. It's not like there's a fun park next door. It's not like there's a mall next door. That's not what that's about. I have nature on my side. I look outside, I see fields of open nothingness. And here we are, this hotel on the corner of a crossroad of two highways, and there's nothing around us. That is what I like. That's where I want to be, and that's where I'm at. I didn't plan it, but I have it. So for those of you who think that you have to, bust your ass or you have to backstab your family to get what you want, like my family has done to me, my sister, for example, well, you're wrong. I did all of this without anyone. It came down to me. What I had to give up, what I had to sacrifice, what I wanted to accomplish, what my goals were. This became a life choice, and it's the best one I've ever made. I'm going to continue to post videos, but I'm starting over again from scratch. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's not going to be false information, at least not to my knowledge anyways. And if I'm wrong, I will admit it. But let's do this. Let's start over again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a room at random because this room's not occupied.